Hog 2.6 has remained relevant for years, so it's always on people's minds.
The most hated deck in Clash Royale history, and the thumbnail's Hog 2.6.
Hundreds of billions of possible decks any player can create in Clash. And as of December of 2022, there are 109 different cards for players to build an 8-card deck from. Obviously, with so many different combinations, certain decks would rise above others. This is because Supercell wants to keep the game fresh by nerfing or reworking cards in popular decks, which makes room for new metas to arise. Very few decks have stood the test of time, and one of these decks is famously known as Hog 2.6. Hog 2.6 has remained relevant for years, so it's always on people's minds. If you play Clash Royale at all nowadays, you probably go against at least a couple of Hog 2.6 players a week. Because this deck never goes away, you will always see complaints about this deck. If there's discussion about this deck, you'll always see arguments devolving into whether or not this deck needs a buff or a nerf, or if it's high skill or low skill. Every Clash Royale player has their opinion on this deck, and it doesn't seem like it will ever go away. So in this video, I will be discussing the history of Hog 2.6, why players hate it so much, why the skill level of this deck is often argued about, and why 2.6 has remained relevant since its existence.
This is gonna be a peak video.